So you find the perfect deal, you go back home to put the numbers in the spreadsheet. You're excited because it can work. So you call them, poof, it's already sold. So if you're an experienced real estate investor, you know that good deals, they just disappear. You gotta act fast. So in this video, I will show you how to use the reservation agreement to lock that deal down. If you're new here, my name is Adrian Madian. I'm your real estate insider in Warsaw. Currently, I own 3 rental properties, long-term rental properties in Tbilisi, Georgia. And I just purchased my first BRRR deal, the BRRRR deal. Buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat, basically. And I'm going to tackle bigger deals in Warsaw with other investors. So join our Facebook group and message me directly if you're interested. So why do you need a reservation agreement? Well, basically, you are locking the deal down for a period of time, and in this period of time you have the right to buy this property. So the basics of it is this: you put some money down, let's say 5,000 zlotys, yes, or dollars. If you purchase this property, that 5,000 goes as a credit towards your final sum amount, yeah. So if the house is $100,000, this is a prepayment, so you pay 95,000 after your closing, right? If for some reason you don't buy it or you back out, there are lots of lines, and I'm not giving legal advice or financial advice. So you need to know what is going into your contract and what is the laws and regulations of where you live. But if you don't fulfill to buy or fulfill your side of the agreement to buy that property, they keep your 5,000 zloty or whatever deposit you have put there. And on the other side, if they fail to sell it to you or they want to sell it with a higher price to someone else, they will have to give you back your money plus the same amount. They will have to give you back your money plus the same amount on top of it. So you earn a little profit. So if you find a really good deal, it doesn't make sense to not reserve it because you can make a profit even if they sell it to someone else. So you're securing the deal with a small amount of risk. And that risk is that you find out something that you didn't know about the property and you back out, or some legal issues. But it's a small amount of risk for, it depends on the deal exactly and where you are with your real estate journey. Anyways, usually in Poland it takes around 14 days to 1 month for the sellers to actually prepare the documents, the tax documents, if they had inherited the property from their dads or moms or someone who died, they need to prepare like official records of the donation agreement. So those things take time. So before signing the reservation agreement, you want to make sure that this property is actually on the name and the address and the description of the property that you're actually signing for. So the way you do that, I'm going to describe it very shortly because these are legal stuff. But you need to, in Poland, check the KV documents where it describes the size, how many rooms, bedrooms, the address, owner name, owner PESEL number, which is their government ID number. And if everything checks out, you can put the money down as reservation. So to draft this agreement, you can consult with a lawyer. It's not a crazy huge agreement, so it's not going to take that much time, and you can probably reuse it just by changing the data of the apartment for the next one. And you need to always think about how much is this deal worth to you. Because, for example, in my last property, as I explained in my other video, I'll put the link down below, where I analyzed my first deal in Warsaw. So that property was basically around 30,000 zloty below market value. And I put 5,000 zloty as a deposit or for reservation. Which means that if, let's say I bought it for 100, or I agreed to buy it for 100,000 and the real price is around 140, right? So 140 is the price, the actual market price, and I got it reserved for 100. Let's say that another buyer is coming in and is offering them $140,000. Yeah. I paid 5, so if they break the agreement, they need to pay me 5 back. So if they sell it for 105, they basically break even because that 5,000 extra is going back to me. And if they sell it for 140, then there are still 35,000 plus. So the trick with the reservation agreement is that you need to put enough money down that you're comfortable with. So if I had put down $30,000, let's say for this example, then they would basically if they sold it for 140, they would not be making more than like $5,000 to $10,000 profit, which is not worth the risk, because yeah, they wouldn't be earning much at all and have to basically pay me way more than they're earning in profit. So it's all a little complicated, but anyways, join the Facebook group if you think this is helpful, and we can discuss exactly the different kind of situations that you can be in and how the reservation agreement can be useful. But anyways, for a rule of thumb, just think about the market price of that place you're buying and put enough money so that if they pay you back and if they break the agreement, they would not be winning too much, because then most likely they will break the agreement. But I'll just add a comment. In Poland, I actually put down a very small amount and they didn't back out, which really gives me confidence about Polish people and their honesty. So because of a little extra profit, they did not break their agreement, which I love. I just love how most of Polish people are just so honest. And yeah, that's just a great thing. But again, you don't want to risk with your business. So this was a risk that I took. And in hindsight, I would not do it again. So as you know, I have also 3 properties in Georgia, and I also did not buy them outright. I actually paid a deposit. So the reservation agreements and the deposits are pretty useful if you find deals that you know you want and you want to lock it down for at least a short period. And let me just add another comment, that sellers prefer reservation agreements when you're a cash buyer. So with loans, the banks can take a long time, and it's really not in the seller's interest to give you a good discount or give you a good price if you're a bank buyer, because there's going to be a lot of buyers just like you trying to get it reserved for a good price, and then it's going to take a long time, and maybe you don't get approved by the bank, and the seller is going to be wasting 2 months of their life trying to sell it to you. So this is especially true, like reservation agreements are very important, especially if you are a cash buyer, which I was. So let's say you found the perfect property, you've done your calculations, it's all good. You offer to sign a reservation agreement, you check the documents, everything is good. And now you sign the papers, you put the deposit, right? And what do you do now? Well, I recommend you to actually call the notaries and see which one speaks English. Or if you have a translator, just call the notary that is the most convenient for you. Just find it on Google Maps or search it on Google and the results will pop up. And just ask them, according to the KV that you have, according to the documents of this property, what documents do you exactly need to close on this property in time? And then you transfer that information to the seller. If you go to the notary and some documents are missing, well, it's not going to get done. The deal is not going to get done, and you're going to get delayed, and it's so annoying and time wasting. And the good thing is that notaries are actually, the people who work there are jurists or lawyers. So they know what you exactly need according to that property to close on this deal. And also they will ask you if there was a reservation agreement, or if they don't, you should tell them. And they will include this into the final documents where it counts towards your actual final price. Otherwise, somehow they can miss it, and that can also delay. So yeah, definitely let them know that you had this in place. So I made a video about how my first deal in Poland went, the deal that I'm gonna do renovation on, and I'll update you guys on Facebook. Join it down below and stay up to date with the Warsaw real estate market. I'm actually planning to do events for us investors in Warsaw very soon. So yeah, don't miss those updates in our Facebook group. And check out this other video where I talked about the analysis and how I locked the deal down and what I think about the deal as a whole. Yeah, click here. See you later. Bye-bye.